Well, I don't know what music does to you. My 3-year study of music, Biadela didn't know I studied music in senior high school. On that particular music room is the inscription, music is life, and so enter with joy. Music is life, and so enter with joy. And so basically for some of us, it's life. It's what people cannot do without music. But there are quite a number of things that music can also do, especially when you explore the nooks and cranny, every other thing that has to do with that phenomenon. It's broad indeed. And so today we want you to come along with us into a world where music does not only entertain, but there's also the focus of healing your infirmities, whether or not it's physical or even spiritual. Want to explore that world. And I mean, what a way to do it with the first trained, Ghana's first trained music therapist, who is a resident music therapist with the UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center. Ladies and gentlemen, Mawuyrami Ocloo is our guest today, who's going to be taking us through that world of music therapy, what it does to you. Probably what you are going through did not need prayer. It just needed a bit of music coming from the Ghana's first trained music therapist, and that's why we're here today. Biadela is also here. She's a colossus as far as music is concerned, and so thank you very much for joining us.
Are you sure you didn't have any girlfriend in that room, that music room that you were passing 3 years to do?
Oh yes.
You studied music where?
In school.
Which school?
Mawuyrami school.
Who was your teacher?
We call her Celine Dion. It's true. Come on, don't do this. But of course, jeez.
Living with Koku is therapy.
Mawuyrami, thank you very much for your time. What a way, you are the Ghana's first.
Wow.
Like, when were you certified for which you became Ghana's first? Which year?
So I graduated from Maryville University
Okay.
with a degree and a master's in music therapy in 2014.
So,
Magna cum laude honors, yeah.
so the whole time since Ghana was birthed, we've never had?
As far as the records have checked, no. But now there is another music therapist, yes. But he's in the States. He's Ghanaian, but he's also in the States. But I'm the first trained Ghanaian music therapist.
Why? We didn't see the need to train. Was there, the market was not available, the trainers of trainers were not here?
Okay. So I think it's basically our perspectives on music.
Right.
We see music as a leisurely activity, a pastime, relaxation. And it's also a lack of awareness of knowing that music can help and heal and rehabilitate people.
Okay.
And then also, it's very expensive to train a music therapist.
It's expensive to train?
Yes, to be trained as a music therapist.
Oh, I see.
And there are no universities, traditional universities in Ghana which offer music therapy. Only the Institute of Music Therapies offering training for music therapists, people who are interested. So all these factors, the perspective, the awareness, that's what, has caused maybe the fact that we don't have many in the system.
Because I've come to not love money, but also see the need for money. Then you should be very rich, because if you were the only one, wow.
Okay. I get what you mean.
You want to issue a disclaimer?
I get what you mean. I receive it. I'm
Amen.
rich. I'm blessed. Hallelujah, right?
Amen.
But then you see, this field, it's a field where if you want to make $1 million, I don't think you should be inside it.
Hey.
Yes. Because the underlying factor should be a sincere interest in helping others.
Okay.
Therapy.
Okay.
So that should be the underlying factor. You should be genuine. You must want to help people. And you should also have an emotional stability and the music skills and therapy skills that go with it.
I see.
Because some of the clients you see may not have the means to pay.
I see.
Okay? And then also, it's a very trying field because you see patients with all sorts of conditions. And if you're not emotionally stable, it can also break you down.
Okay.
So you must have a certain mindset. And I call it the basis, just a sincere desire, interest, genuine interest in helping others using music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So before I allow, because if I give the other lad time right now, oh, she take over. You know, she's a musician, ankasa. So I mean, I'll give her time. But before we do that and come back to what really this music therapy is, the definition, whether or not there are some things that we need to look at, let's go for a video. I understand that you're able to do that with even babies in the NICU.
Yes, please.
Wow. We'll take a watch. We'll take a look at this video. When we come back, should have to explain how she's able to do that, even in her own frame of mind, singing to probably people who do not understand the notes, understand the words and all of that. Watch this. We'll be back.
Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchased of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood.
I see. Very, very interesting. And I have mixed feeling about this, and I'll tell you why. So there was this time, fortunately, my mom lost the sight. And one of the things that my boss asked that unfortunately, my mom lost them. One of the things that my boss asked that we do is to play music for her, because then it could, her favorite tunes. And then I went, so what are your favorite tunes? And because she's also old, truthfully, my mom thought that I was asking for a favorite song so that when she dies, they'll play it. I tell you for a fact, I regret it. So that's why I say it creates a somber, but so you talk to me about what is really going on there, especially with the second video before we go to the child.
Okay. So with the second video, the young lady you saw, she had an accident in her younger years. She had a car accident.
Okay.
And had diagnosis, but it looks like things were not really diagnosed well.
Okay.
And some treatments were not early. So by the time they noticed in high school, her health began to deteriorate. And then she had certain issues. And if you see, she has a trachea on her neck. So if you watch the video, even despite the fact that she has that, she's mouthing the words and singing at the latter part of the song. So what the music therapy is doing is that it's giving her a sense of normalcy. She said she's someone who likes music. So it's bringing a sense of normalcy to the hospital that at home I sing. I used to sing a lot. But in this environment with the beeps and the nurses and the doctors, I can also have the music and the singing.
Right.
It's also enhancing her mood because
Yes,
you can
see
see
smiles.
you can see smiles, and then she said it's her favorite song.
Oh my world.
So it's that deeper connection, because when we do or listen to music that we enjoy, it triggers and produces a lot of hormones in our body.
Righty.
You're talking dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and it helps to lower cortisol, which is a stress hormone. So at that point, you can see that she's just enjoying it, and a lot of good things are happening in her body. Yeah.
You let me leave you. The kind of questions I have. You had a
I see this as a ministry.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because music goes to places that medications can't go. Even words can go, but the words that travel on sound go deeper. That's how I see this. It's quite emotional for me because yesterday I was talking to somebody about a few things that happened in my life. And anytime I thought about the fact that when you play and sing, not to anybody,
Yes.
to yourself.
Yes.
Even songs, songs have memories attached to it.
Yes.
You might have heard it somewhere before.
Exactly. This reminds me of
Childhood,
this
mom,
event.
dad.
It's girl. God bless you. You're just amazing. But I wanted to know, fact that is ministry and everything. What are some of the challenges, that comes with telling, taking people through therapy, and not losing because you said that you have to be emotionally balanced and all of that. How do you do it so that you don't lose yourself in the process? Because me watching that video, that's like, I'm close to tears, right?
I understand.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Okay. So personally, for me, I believe in God. Okay. I'm a Christian. And so that emotional growth and stability comes from Christ. But then also because I want to help people, it also puts me on a different perspective. Okay. And then when the challenges come up, you have to be very optimistic about it. Okay. There are good days with clients and there are some very hard days, but we are human. Okay. I can't tell you that I don't shed tears. Okay. I do sometimes. I've seen patients who sometimes are paralyzed all the way down. I saw a pregnant woman like that. I don't know what happened with the anesthesia, and she was pregnant all the way down after giving birth. It can break you, but you must be strong and perspective and know that you just want to help someone. So whatever assistance you can help. So personally for me, that. And then when you study music therapy, we are taught in a lot of the courses how to deal with our feelings and our perspectives. We go through teaching and training. So we do journaling to help us, cope with things. And then as the therapist, you need to know your perspectives and your views and what happens with you. So all that is part of the training so that you don't break down
In the process.
and have burnout even, because burnout too happens.
Right.
Yeah. There's a load and you have a lot to do, you're being called around, and if you're not stable, there's burnout. But also keeping fit also helps your body, because there are days where I have to carry keyboard, carry guitar. And this is a very heavy thing to carry. So it's a holistic thing, the fitness and the emotionality and the spirituality. It gives you a good, stable
Is there
balance.
only gospel music that you do for therapy? Because from the videos we saw, and you're a Christian, so you use other songs also.
Please. Yes, so the music is client-centered and it's client-selected.
Right.
It's the client's preference of music. So with the Niku video you saw, I had spoken to the mom, did a brief assessment with her, and asked her, what music would you want to engage with baby.
Yes.
And she said, oh, I used to listen to this song, God Will Make a Way. I used to sing it too, whilst baby was still in the womb. So it is client preference, the music. So we have clients who select religious songs, and we have clients who also want songs like Don't Worry, Be Happy, and all those. So it's based on the client. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot to talk about. We'll get you into some performance now. We'll come to the instruments, the gadgets, the equipment here.
Facilities.
Yeah, facilities here. We'll talk about what it takes to be a music therapist and how we can get you and all of that and more. So what are you doing for us?
Okay.
And what is it going to be doing to us?
Okay. I like
Let's
your
know
question.
now.
You want to know in advance?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you'll be hearing a song. It's one of my favorites. It's called Great is Thy Faithfulness. But it's not the typical one, you know.
Okay.
Good. So as you are listening to the song, what's going to happen is that it will affect you on a lot of levels. With your mind, it's going to affect your right and left hemisphere.
Okay.
Because we have the corpus callosum, which connects both hemispheres. So it's only music that allows the two to interact a lot, okay?
Right.
One side is creativity, one side is logic, you know. So you're going to see a lot of that. And if we had an MRI machine connected to you, you would realize that as we are talking, certain areas are lighting up in your brain. But when the music starts, a lot more areas are going to fire up and light up. So a lot of this will be happening to your brain, and the music will help calm you down. And definitely, it is likely to have a spiritual connection with you.
Amen.
All right.
Can't wait.
You don't want to know what's in my mind.
I know.
Oh my God, what shall I render to thy name? Still the same, gracious Lord, to thee we raise my soul.
Okay. All right.
Do
Okay.
you need an MRI machine?
No. It's not needed. I've seen it. I've seen the stars already. Wow. So then comes the question. Because if this is the standard of a music therapist, then it's high. You have to know how to sing, play the instruments, learn signs because I've heard you dopamine, antimine, and all of that. Man,
Call me.
this sounds easy but extremely difficult. Talk to me about this. What must it take for somebody to become a music therapist?
You've rightly said it. So you must have some musical training, okay?
This is Sam.
Yeah, there's some.
Hey.
I've been playing for like over 20 years.
So, madam, this is not Sam.
Okay, so you must have some music training.
Don't mind me.
Okay. And you learn piano.
Right.
You do voice. You join an ensemble in the
Right.
training. You also do guitar. Basic guitar, because guitar is considered a very portable, versatile
Yes,
instrument.
absolutely.
You don't have to carry wires and things.
Right.
And it's versatile, as you saw in the video also. You're also going to do a lot of music theory. You do music theory because you need to be able to sheet read music.
Yes, I could see you were playing that.
Yes.
More like
on
a sight
notes.
reading.
Yes. Staff notation, you should be able to read. You should also be able to read chord charts, because some of the songs the clients may select and you have to scroll in your iPad and find the song. So you need to be able to read chord charts, understand the music. To some extent, when it comes to language, depending the cultural setting you are in, you may have to add a few.
Right.
Aside that, you're going to have to do some general education courses, music,
Yes.
not music, English, psychology, the humanities, etc. There's going to be a lot of hours of internship, lots of hours, practicums. I've done over 1,000 hours of internship. Yes. You do it, and you do it with different populations. So you do it with children, with adults, with geriatrics, in different settings, rehabilitation settings, sometimes prisons, sometimes nursing homes, different settings. So you do that, and then also you're going to do a lot of practicals, as I already said. But in addition to the practicals, there may be some statistics and research, and then anatomy and physiology. You do that so that you understand about the human body. So it's a whole mix of music courses, general education, humanities, science, medicine courses, and practicals.
No wonder we don't have a lot of them, especially even as gifted as we are on the African continent. One would have thought that would gravitate towards this. Before Biadela comes in, how do we do it in a way that it's not this curse, so that you can break it into the tiny bits that you train people that even if you don't have this holistic training, they are able to still share, because we need it. We're going to talk about the needs later, but people have to know bits and pieces of it. You train people to go ahead to just feed people with some of these things because they cannot even afford you in its entirety.
Okay, so what is happening now is that the Institute of Music Therapy,
Right.
we've started training people.
Where exactly? University of Ghana?
No, Institute of Music Therapy.
Okay, so it's an institute.
Yes, so when you go to musictherapyghana.com, you find out about the institute.
Okay.
And the Ministry of Health has endorsed Music Therapy Association of Ghana to train and certify and build music therapists. Aside that, we have relations with Maryville University to help train. The technicality with the training is that sometimes as Africans, when we start doing something practically, we kind of sometimes ignore the theory aspect. You get it?
Yes, yes.
So when you start practicing too early, okay, like you're a student and you start just doing a lot of things, you tend to sometimes, I'm saying that because of an experience I've had. Okay.
Share with me.
Oh, okay. I have to be diplomatic about it. Okay, I'll try as much. It's like sometimes if you have students who are already doing this, like in a very general way,
Yes.
when you add the theory and the aspects, sometimes they lose sight of the importance of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Importance of the theory.
Of the theory.
Okay.
Because, it's just playing and singing, but you must understand the foundation of it, okay? So to train people, you need to be trained. The students will have practicals to do. That gives them an opportunity to go out and share. But until you complete the diploma or the degree or the master's PhD, you know, before you start practicing.
Okay.
Because you have to document what happens. So you need the training to be able to document. You need the training to be able to know that this is the goal of the music.
Righty.
This is the objective. And you take data in the sessions.
Okay.
So it's a little extensive.
It is.
It's a little
It is.
extensive.
Wow.
And to safeguard the field,
Yeah.
and also keep it at that level,
Yes, there must be a standard kept.
there must be a standard. So
give
in
up.
the US, they have their standard.
Right.
Australia also has a standard.
Okay.
Ghana too, we have a standard.
Okay.
So you have to, otherwise it's a free flow.
Absolutely.
To protect also the public who receive the therapy. Because I heard in Nigeria there are people who are going around saying they are music therapists. Okay. And we don't know what the training behind them is. So we need to protect the public, and there must be something just to protect the public also. A safe environment.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because we don't want freelance music therapists going around killing us rather than reviving us. But I want us to go to the table, if it's the time for us.
Yes.
What goes into running the music therapy? What are we looking at? What are these for?
Maybe let me get up as well.
Canes that we can use on Coco.
Yes, I need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically these are tone chimes, okay?
Tone chimes.
Yeah,
Like the
people-
chiming, like the what we see in Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
People call them bells,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
And they are lovely instruments. You can pick one, and it comes with a ring. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you two. Maybe we'll do a song with it.
Hey, this is where I'm being exposed. My people are
this
watching. Oh.
So I'll take this one and give you this.
Okay.
So we can actually play the scale with it, okay? We'll manage our hands, okay? So
Jesus.
what happens with this is it's played usually in a group setting. And we have these simple ones, but we have some which are like 32. So you can have 32 people or one person playing two. And what it does to you is that it helps to build your fine and gross motor skills. Your smaller movements and the bigger movements. It also helps with coordination
Okay.
and then teamwork,
Okay.
socialization, and attention.
Okay.
Because in a bigger group, would have someone I would direct, and then you watch for your cue, etc. So it's building a lot of attention.
The motor skills, who are we building? Is it people who probably, unless like they're sick, or is just anyone at all could be involved in?
Yes, you could have people who have autism,
Right.
Down syndrome,
Right.
cerebral palsy.
Right.
And so the instrument is also catered. You can play it like this, and in some cases you can play it like this.
Oh.
So depending the person's physical ability level.
Great.
But then everybody can play it, from businessmen to teachers, because it's a fun experience
Right.
at the same time. So it helps with that. Okay. So we're going to try the scale. So when I point at you, then you ring yours, eh?
Okay.
So let's hear this one. This one. Attention, I got you.
I'm sorry. I'm that stubborn child in the class.
Let's take it again.
You see, I did it again.
Okay, but we can try a song.
Right?
Okay, so I'm gonna put mine down.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you just one to ring.
Okay.
And we'll try. I'll let you ring two, because
Because
that's small.
Yes.
Let's give a small
Yes.
version.
Yeah. It is because I'm the stubborn child. You know.
Okay, so we'll do a simple song.
Very well.
Because I mean, this is the first time you're ever playing
Right.
the bells, so I mustn't stress you out.
Please.
Okay.
But feel free to stress me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
So that it gives us the full sound.
Right.
That was a warm up. Okay, we're going.
Did I just participate in this? Lord have mercy. I've made it, Mama. Mama, I made it. I made it.
You have achieved in life. You have a colored life.
If there were any mistakes, we didn't hear it. It was all musical.
Yeah.
So do you know the song we played?
Da, 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 da. Die, die, die.
Is it for international school of Abojokbo or like the public school? Because really, I don't know which one.
I like that. So Abojokbo.
But you've heard the melody somewhere, right?
It sounds familiar, but I don't really know what.
Do you know the song?
Oh, but they are whispering in my ears. Mary has, you see, you see, I've told the other lad that, look, in nursery, I can't remember a rhyme.
Even Sunday school, he went to Saito Sunday school.
I can't, man.
Saito Sunday School. I didn't know they existed.
It's only Koku's life.
For us, we're taught hardcore Bible. Man.
Wow.
Oh, so Mary had a little lamb.
Yeah.
Oh. Where did she get the lamb from, actually? Oh, so that's by way of the bell. That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's so beautiful. How about these ones? I'd love to do this finally before we wrap up again. Oh, it's easy.
Yes, it is. So these ones are boom whackers.
Okay. Boom whackers. It's written on it.
Boomwhackers.
BOOMWHACKERS.
Yeah.
Boom whackers.
So they are tuned.
Okay. Oh, I just hear it.
Like a xylophone when you put all that together, yeah, right?
So it's very versatile. You can play it on your thighs,
Oh, okay.
on any part of your body. You can hit it up.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
cool.
So it gives a lot of tactile stimulation,
Exactly.
sensory, to some people who may want to just hit it on themselves.
Right.
etc.
I see. While we go on, what of people who say these things are just too basic and it does not look sophisticated, and so what exactly is it doing? As much as I understand the bell, walk us through again and let it be reassuring.
So if you want the sophisticated type, there is also that type.
Oh, there is.
Yes. So this version, because of the colors and stuff, it's great for children and some teens. But then we have the very bigger ones, and they are like metal tone bars.
Yes.
And they have some weight. So even adults, 50, 60, 70 geriatrics, they can play those ones as a chorus. And that works the whole body out. Yeah. So we have that. We have different instruments that are on the upper scale, sophisticated.
Okay, right. Okay.
But I think there's beauty in the small things.
Yes, so there is.
And people might think that, okay, these are just colors, it's just for kids. But you may never know. Probably you're going through something, you never really found solution to it.
And it
But
could
in the
just be
process
this.
of, this is just getting loose, being yourself, connecting to the child in you. You know, that kind of, and that's the kind of stress that we find in Africa now, honey. You need this.
So we'll talk about it. We'll play one more song again. Then we'll come back and talk about, I mean, how people can connect with you, most importantly, but also how Africa must continually embrace this.
Yes.
Because, and what investment must go into it, and all of that, and why we have to bring our children, ourselves to this. Because I know all of us are going to grow old. Either you grow old or you go and be with the Lord. So by some way, somehow, you're going to need some of these things around. So let's do one more song, can we? Is that okay? What are you going to be doing to us?
Okay, I'm going to do Don't Worry, Be Happy. I don't know if you know the song.
What song is that?
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes. And I want to hear you guys singing on this one.
You have to do your face like that. Let's
He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Therapy, baby.
I like the way you said it in a positive sense.
Yeah.
Some people don't say it like that. They are even shy.
Jesus,
oh, please.
Oh my word. Okay. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When we worry, we make it down. But don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Check this out. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry. Be happy. The landlord says your rent is due. That's why he may have to litigate.
It's true.
So don't worry, Ghana landlords. Oh no. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 don't worry. One last one. Sitting at Dominion Studios.
Okay, now.
With my brother and my sister, don't worry.
Got you.
You worry.
Be happy. Cause when you worry, your face will frown.
It's true.
And that will bring everybody down. So don't worry. Stay awake. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now.
This is amazing.
So that's a
I
number.
love it, I love it, I love it.
Mawuyrami Ocloo on the screen. You want to call,
Mawuyrami
you know, the number anytime to book your sessions. If there are any questions around it, you can also do so. All you have to do is to give her a call. She'll be attending to you. We all need this. I think we need to broaden the conversation. One time you have to come back again so that we can have a lot more about the needs. We run a need assessment of our continent, of our country, through music therapy. And from your perspective, I'm glad you came. I'm really glad you. God bless you. Any final words before you wrap up with a song for us?
I'd like to thank you for having me.
Right.
And I'd like to say out to anybody there that if you'd want to be trained as a music therapist, get in touch. Get in touch. There's training in Ghana at the Institute of Music Therapy. I also want to put a word out to Ministry of Education that whatever sponsorship and support they can give to people who want to be trained, they should also look at it and make it, institutionalize it in our tertiary institutions and also into nursing programs with the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's so cool. Thank you very much. Mawuyrami Ocloo is Ghana's first trained music therapist. I read somewhere West Africa as well.
Yes.
Not only Ghana's first, West Africa's first trained music therapist. We're proud of you. Thank you very much. God bless you and keep doing what you do as well. We'll get you another time to come through. We can end with a song if you can. Righty. So there we are. We'll see you tomorrow. We're back to do it all over again. God bless you. Enjoy.
When you're smiling,